Hey.
Hello again, everybody.
Oh, Harry. Oh, yeah, Harry.
You know, there comes a time when you probably ought to stop. I probably should have quit about 5 years before I passed.
Yeah, you should have quit about 20 years ago.
That's okay. I've been listening since 10. I can't make anything out of it.
What am I, an accountant? What do I know? We only deal in truth here.
Oh, my God. What world am I living in? Scott Barter's making me laugh.
Don't you feel a little stupid? Go over there this afternoon. Throw your worm in the water. See how that works out.
Throw your worm in the water means something different in Los Angeles.
Well, it means about the same thing here in Kenosha. Wow. Things haven't changed.
That's what I'm saying. I can't make heads or tails which part is which.
Was a virgin sacrifice?
Not that I recall. We couldn't find one.
And not in Kenosha anyway, right?
Get through what you got to get through, Scott.
This program is a real challenge.
It's not the wrong one. Good morning, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, just making some last-minute adjustments here. I can't. What's going on with this place here? I can't even hear.
I'll just play the music.
Anyway, welcome to the October 13th edition of the Kenosha City Weekly Report. Coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP. Streaming live someplace, maybe, and booming across the cool and frosty cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 1.4 million listeners residing here in the Kenosha County area. Hold on.
You got something going on with your headphones? There you go, Scott. Attaboy.
Yeah, but I can't hear. This is...
Helm, you want to help him over there?
Does it work?
Anyway, this is...
And we're off to a wonderful start here
Fine
this
WLIP
morning.
equipment here. So.
Do.
Do an animal song.
Well, I can't hear this. What's going on here? Spider, what's wrong with this?
Okay, well, do you want to take a commercial break and try to fix it, or we just want to go on?
Play some music while I fix
You're
it.
on now. I hear you fine.
I can't hear me, though.
He can't. He's the lucky one. Here we go. We'll just play a little.
Play music here.
A little of this.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm okay. Thank you, Spider. Anyway, we are being brought to you this morning by our major... Now I lost it again. Our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. With us this morning, my former personal relationship advisor, Elmo Schneider, is in the house.
Good morning.
As we reported last week, my new relationship advisors, Captain Mike and K-Dog, have requested a FBI to do a very limited background check in case I get called to the Supreme Court. I want to be ready.
Yeah, you're gonna get called in?
Yeah, I'm going to get called. And I don't want to be have any... It's not my headphones, I don't think.
Oh, who knows?
Who knows?
Just a second.
And the audience doesn't care.
Hang on.
I know, but I got to hear this. Put this in there.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Maybe you need hearing aids.
No, it's the... Try a different jack, Ron.
There you go.
I mean...
We only have
Riveting radio here.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Play
Well,
song.
it's okay. It is what it is. Listen, we'll go get it fixed, and we'll come right back.
I can't hear nothing. All right, anyway, we are brought to you this morning. Elmo's here, Spider's here. Hey! And filling in for Wacky Wayne is JumboJimSilovich.com, man.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And We started out pretty good.
We started okay. I have no idea what your new song at the beginning
I
is.
thought he had it in there. It was the same music that we've
Okay.
Jump.
by
Okay.
Van Halen.
All right. Well, I missed that note.
Okay.
Well,
if you
well, here's what you do. If you guys are listening, whoever programs it, make sure it gets into the box and into the log, because that's what I go by. What's on the log? It automatically plays. So
Okay. All right. Well.
anyways,
So it's not your fault. You're bowed out of this.
oh no, it's not. Nothing's my fault
Anyway,
right now.
we are. Where are we?
Earth.
You're here. He's here. He's here, and he's here. This Kenosha Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services. If somebody says that, we give them a $20 Boathouse gift card.
I'll give a hint right now. The word is not inflatable.
That was you know, we. Never mind. I got all these papers. I got mail this week concerning.
You're just all shook up, discombobulated here. What the heck?
Well, geez, it's almost 12 after, and we haven't done anything yet.
Oh, we've done something.
I got a letter dated last Sunday from a concerned resident concerning the Mr. Joe Carnelian. We're going to wait till his deal goes to court in November before I address that, because I do believe in the due process.
Due process.
And, I'm not going to make any comments or bring this out.
process.
I mean, there's
Due
a
process.
restraining order attached here, and that was in the papers. But
If you want to, we could take a call right now, see if that works.
I can only hope. Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Yes, that superior hint gave me the word.
Okay, what's the word?
Peckerhead.
Peckerhead.
Wow, that's so close.
Well, technically, yeah, you were so close.
You were so close.
Did I win? That's all I'm concerned with is winning.
Oh, well, you lost.
Oh. Well, then I'm not concerned as much.
Oh, see, all that works.
Yes. Do you need any guidance this morning, gentlemen?
I think we do. We started out, of course, it wasn't Jumbo Jim's fault. We start out with Van Halen's Jump, and he missed that. And then my mic, my headphones weren't working, so I got a little tither over about that. But now that you called, I'm not sweating as much.
Well, you should not. You're a love advisor. You know what the first credentials are when you need a love advisor.
What?
Smell his fingers.
Jesus. You've been hanging out in the barn with your camel too long there, big boy.
Yes.
You don't have any restraining orders out on you, do you?
Several.
Are they?
They're
Are they?
They're all from sheep.
Yeah, they all from sheep or goats.
Yes, I have violated many a goat.
Yeah, I imagine you
Okay.
have. So, anyway,
Not going to go there, are you?
no,
No, we are not.
Yes, the U2 movement.
Jesus.
EWE is that?
Oh, Gunga. What's going on in your world today?
In my world, I am in Schaumburg, Illinois. World of much pompousness.
What are you doing down there?
I am working. I'm selling the donuts on the street corner.
In Schaumburg?
Schaumburg? Okay.
Yes.
Is your camel with you, Clyde?
No, he doesn't. He gets car sick.
Okay. Well,
Any other knowledge you would like to possess?
that's
we're
probably
about full
it.
up right now. So.
Yes, you're wise to choose it. No.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gunga. Hey,
Yes,
are you a Brewer
when
fan?
is that knowledgeable guru Uncle Mike coming onto the Captain Mike coming onto the program? I always love to hear from his
He'll be calling.
insignificant knowledge.
We have the top 10, Captain Mike's top 10 ways to inspire Kenosha coming up after 11. I think he's going to join us
I
for
can
that.
hardly wait.
Yeah.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, well, brush your teeth then.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Gunga, I got to run here.
Have a wonderful day, gentlemen.
Yes,
You too.
okay. Another call. Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning. And Jim Solovich there.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Yes, he is.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Jim. Good to see you last night.
It was nice to see you too last night.
It was a ball. Yeah, we had fun.
Did you win anything last night?
No, I didn't. But some nice ladies had a fan, and they had my picture on
geez,
this, and they
I
were all
don't want
loaded
to
them
hear
up on
this
the table.
dribble. Come on.
I told you that guy that paid $5 for an autograph has created a monster here.
I'll call Gunga back up, and we'll talk about sheeps and goats before we do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
good. Nice to hear Gunga's
Good.
voice too.
Yeah.
How do you like those Brewers?
Oh my gosh!
my favorite team.
12 in a row.
Yeah.
Cubs couldn't make it, so I'm a Brewers fan now because they're from Wisconsin. I said I gotta root for the Brewers, and my gosh, was that game exciting last night?
Boy, I tell you, I've been a diehard Brewer fan
For a couple of weeks now.
for a couple of weeks now. For hours.
Yeah.
They beat the Cubs. So I'm wearing my Brewers shirt today and
Hey,
my old Milwaukee
You
Braves
Milwaukee
hat.
Braves hat?
Yeah, so
Looking sharp.
I'm right there.
I know, Scott, you're a big Cubs fan, but they didn't make it, so now I'm rooting for Brewers, and my gosh, are they good.
Yeah.
You're just a fair weather fan. You got to be a diehard
No,
like
I would
me.
always be for my Cubs, but they're not doing it this year, so I've got to.
Oh, shocking! They're not playing
root
this year.
for them.
this week. All right, Shirley, I got to go.
Thanks for the call, Shirley. Take care.
Okay,
Bye-bye,
nice to
bye-bye,
see you,
bye-bye,
Jim.
bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
And if we get all this worked out, we're gonna stump the chumps. What?
I'm just laughing at this show. Laughing with the show. I'm sorry,
That's
not at
right.
it. Not laughing at it.
Okay.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah, we asked you to get one drop. Do you get that? No. The Hindenburg drop. Remember?
Hang on a second. Give me 1 second here, and let's play it right now because I have it ready.
Still early.
The rain again. The rain had cracked up a little bit. The back motors of the ship are just holding it just enough to keep it from. It bursts into flames. Get it started. It's fighting and it's crashing. It's crashing terrible. Oh my! Get out of the way, please. It's bursting into flames, and it's falling on the mooring mast and all the folks between it. This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world. Oh, it's like 400 or 500 feet into the sky, and it's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. It's smoke and it's flames now, and the frame is crashing to the ground, not quite to the mooring mast. Oh, the humanity and all the furniture.
Okay. Now, is that John Perry calling in about this show?
That's a very accurate description of the show so far.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the humanity.
Going up in the flames about 400
Going up
feet.
in flames.
And if you're successful in stumping the chumps.
Back to stumping the chumps.
I missed a page somewhere along here. Anyway, after 11:30 break, our weekly editorial segment as the what?
As the blimp turns.
As the blimp turns.
As
see?
the blimp turns.
And high five zingers and doofuses. And it gets even better for those who have forgotten. Tomorrow at noon. See, this is the first time in 4 weeks that we're not up against a Packer game. Although the Bears are playing tomorrow at noon, right?
I think so.
Well, you know what? If they win tomorrow, they got to be a favorite, seriously, to look in this division here. But it's still a long way to go. The Packers just
Anything can happen.
stumble all over. I heard Mike McCarthy on the radio. Oh, we've been to the red zone 20 times and we only scored 4 or 5. And he says, I got to do a better job of coaching. Yeah, like call some plays, you dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
Hope he has
Mike
it.
McCarthy
Hope he has
fan.
his resume updated. It's time. I hate to say it, but it's time.
You can't run these little offensive guys through the tackles when they're 368 pounds and 6'8". It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
When you got a guy like Rodgers who can throw the ball for 400 times, and they've been protecting him. They got now I'm venting.
Yeah, you are.
When you got receivers that get out there 15 yards and stand around with their thumb in the old jockstrap,
is that word okay?
and you got to move, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Am I done now?
You're
Are you
done
better?
now? Okay.
Does it feel better? You feel good?
Yeah,
All
I feel good about myself.
Okay, good.
And anyway, you can watch the replay of this finely tuned, professionally produced radio show.
Relive the magic?
Relive the magic on Channel 14, Tuesdays at 5, Wednesdays at 6. And you can also sign up, like the thousands of our fans and listeners who have joined the Kenosha City Nation. And every Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock, Boathouse, Amen Corner, where gray hairs matter.
All right.
Getting silly with Scotty for a weekly production meeting. So that takes care. We talked, the Brewers. Now, I should have brought this up when I was on a roll. Last Sunday when they were playing,
Yep.
they put it on Major League Baseball. And about 75% of the people in Kenosha don't get Major League Baseball. I didn't. So I call my tech support at Spectrum, and I got a 35-minute wait.
Only?
Only. Yeah, so
I'm sure
Well, you were lucky.
I'm sure that arrangement was made before the season even started. So
Yeah.
It's a deal Major League Baseball has with.
Yep.
But here they took my feelings as a devoted Milwaukee Brewer fan
For about 10 days.
and dashed them for a whole game that I couldn't see. And, well, they had a thing to come up on the screen, and if you click that, but I don't know how much it would have cost. And I couldn't get to that.
Can't you get like a 30-day, trial?
Radio is better anyway. Just turn them on the radio.
I should have.
Yeah, let's listen to Uke.
Yep.
But they're not on. Major League Baseball is not having this series on.
No, it's going to be on Fox.
Fox tonight, right?
Fox. Yeah.
All right, that I get.
It was on FS1 last night. Tonight they're on Fox.
Yeah. So.
Or this afternoon, 3:30 game.
309.
3:09.
Big
There it
game
is.
last night. That was.
Wow, what a game! What a game!
They kind of tried to give it away there. But
They
I think,
tried.
The Dodgers had 4 errors and they tried to give it away even more.
Yeah, Dodgers were doing us. Well, you don't play a shortstop in left field
But the
in a championship series.
In the Kenosha Today world, you use.
we don't play with it.
And that catcher had all types of problems last night, Grandal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was the coup de
I kind
grace
of felt
when he-
bad for him. Then again, I'm like, for a half second, oh, that's too bad. All right.
Yeah, but here's the who's the pitcher that comes up and hits the home run?
Woodruff. Brandon Woodruff.
So he hits this. He probably only had 1 or 2 at bats, maybe all year.
Probably.
So he comes
If
up
that.
and hits a home run. And what does Council do when he comes up again? Lifts him for a pinch hitter.
No,
yeah.
he had hit a home run earlier this year, too.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
Well, then leave him in. Should have.
Well, I'm not going to question Council.
No, he's done an excellent job.
I've questioned him a number of times this season, and I might not agree with it, but I'm not going to question it.
It usually works out.
Yeah,
You're only as good as the players that you put out there. And I remember Sparky Anderson when he was back in Cincinnati, when he had the big red machine and
Sure.
Johnny Bench and that group. He says it was pretty easy when you can pencil in for the lineup card 6 future Hall of Famers. He says, I just got out of their way and let them play.
That's right.
And he said, when I got to Detroit, I was the dumbest guy on the planet. And so, baseball managing, by Sparky Anderson's admission, he says, you play 162 games, maybe a manager might win 6 to 8 in some managerial wizardry.
Right,
Other than that,
right.
if you don't
Just
have
making the right
players,
moves.
Guys hitting home runs or not hitting home runs.
Well, it's just, send this guy out for 2 innings, bring this guy in for 3 innings, play this guy for 3 innings.
doing a good job.
Yeah, that's safe. If
Outgetters.
it's gonna work, it's gonna work. That's
And then you got the Cubs who fired Chili Davis, their hitting coach. Well, they should have let a few more people go. I think they're going to. I'd get rid of Schwarber in a heartbeat.
yeah.
But he's got such a big salary.
Well, yeah, I don't know why there's. Yeah, he'll be a fine DH in the American League.
Yes. And hit 220 over there and strike out.
Just send him
a
across.
couple hundred times.
Send him across town.
There's another team in Chicago. I forgot that.
Remember that team?
White Sox. I forgot
Remember that
about
team?
those guys.
Weren't you a fan of them in 2005 when they won the World Series?
Oh, absolutely. I got a hat and a shirt.
You got a hat and a shirt for them? Yeah.
And then the guy who was the manager, Ozzie Guillen. I loved him.
Yeah,
I loved listening to his press conference.
He was something else. I heard him say a few choice things at a Brewer doubleheader once.
Couldn't
when he was
understand
playing.
whether it was in English or
well,
Spanish.
he was. Oh, I understood him. I'll talk about it off air because it's nothing for the air.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Well,
This was an article about Major League Baseball. The attendance dropped 4%. The average attendance in a game is only 28,000 some. Lowest it's been since 2003. Excuse me. See, I might just die here, and then you guys, you're on your own.
That might not be a bad idea.
the way the show is going, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah.
Sure, he finds all that stuff. I got to read this. Jeez, I don't. Elmo, you got to read this. I got. Turn my microphone off.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. Elmo, how's it going, buddy?
Good. What am I reading?
For the jobs.
Oh, the jobs.
Somebody wants it.
Yourself, you're on.
Happened.
That's all right. Hey, it happens to the best of us.
The best of us.
Never happened to me, but yeah.
No.
All right. How about those poor people down in Florida got hammered?
It should have been an amen corner.
If I had a hammer. Wins 155. Boy, I saw pictures of that the one Panama was it Mexico Beach. God, they just like it took the whole. Kind of look like our 6th Avenue when in construction time.
I have a friend that's got a place in Destin, so I haven't heard her whether it's still there or not yet. So, fortunately, she's in Kenosha or Door County, one of the two places. So.
Before we go to break, who's on the weather? Anybody?
I have no idea.
Okay. Do we care? I just want to make fun of somebody. If
Yeah, well,
it counts.
Yeah.
This was a picture in the paper this week. The fire department is out doing training on the trolley.
Okay.
In case somebody gets trapped underneath the trolley.
Trolley disasters.
Yeah, trolley disasters. So here's a picture, and you can clearly see for you, and they're trying to help somebody that might get thrown under the trolley.
Okay.
Like getting thrown under the bus,
right?
Running through a simulation on a person being pinned under the streetcar. Well, you got to have to be riding the streetcar, I assume, to get thrown under the streetcar. Or stand. Yeah.
Well, no, they've got like a cow catcher on the front of the thing, so actually it's supposed to be made for a snowplow.
Probably explains why those blood stains are in the front. They got to wash those off more than once a week. What the heck was that?
It was a cow.
That was a cow.
But I just can't. I don't understand why. How do you train to pull somebody out from underneath the streetcar?
Well, first of all, how fast is that streetcar going?
Well, they probably go
10 miles an hour.
Yeah, something.
No, their top speed's about 30, I think, but they never.
Well, they never go 30.
No.
I mean, you can see the sucker coming a mile away if you're standing on the track.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you get caught underneath, you basically are committing a crazy way of killing yourself. I'm going to know myself up front of a trolley.
This is about a year ago. I was stopped at the post office there, and there's parking on both sides of the south side of 56th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm coming. I was going to make a turn, and it says yield to the streetcar, and I'm thinking, the thing almost hit me. And
wow.
My
and
life
it would have been your fault.
Yeah, because it says yield to the streetcar, and I'm thinking, what? My life flashed before me, my eyes. Of course, I wasn't in it. But what a way to go after all the wonderful things I said about this trolley to get blasted and get a ticket on top of it.
Now, would it hit the engraved side of the car or the other side of the car? So.
Now it's time to go to a break.
Are we going to a break?
Yeah,
all right. I guess we're coming back.
Hello, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the October 13th edition of Hack and Sneeze. Had my moments there in the first half hour, but I've recovered nicely. Or not nicely, but I still got that little scratchiness.
You got to start pounding some Robitussin before you get on the.
The nightly
some
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister,
whiskey. Some good whiskey.
We are coming to you live, barely, from Studio A here at AM 1050, spreading the love to over 1.4 million people in the WIP listening area that surrounds us here at Camp Happy Face. Again, we invite you to join the thousands of our fans who have already signed up and liked us on Facebook. And you can visit us on the web at KenoshaToday.com. We are brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Joining us this morning, my former relationship advisor, and who, by the way, he could end up being a next field goal kicker for the Packers, the way things are. You can change your name to...
Geek a touchdown.
Geek a touchdown.
Yeah.
Wearing his new kicking jockstrap, very fashionably, I suppose.
On the outside.
On the outside. And, of course, joining us, the Kenosha Today Love Doctor, Spider Ronnie, the camera dude, is back. How was your vacation last week, by the way?
It was good. Yeah, what's on your jockstrap? What's the letters SB on there for?
On his jockstrap?
Yeah.
Oh.
Moving along. I know.
I don't know what that
I have no idea what's going on.
He said he was wearing his jockstrap.
I know. I heard that.
I got that part.
I know. I don't know what SB stands for. But,
Oh, SB or FB?
S.
Now. He's got mine on.
It's a little tight, isn't it?
Oh, come on.
Moving along.
Engineering and board operating this disaster this morning, hanging on our every word. The prettiest face here at WIP, JumboJimTron.com, man, Selvich, filling in for Wacky.
Hey, what happened?
Wacky Wayne is on assignment going down to
Hey, what?
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
After the 11:30 segment, after 11:30 break. we're going to have as the blimp turns.
As the blimp turns.
As the blimp explodes.
Humanity.
No one in the first half hour has won this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services. And if you happen to say it,
You'll win the word.
You win the word. We'll send it right out.
We're going to send that word right out to you.
Also, this show is being recorded for training purposes, so we can replay.
And evidence. Admissible in court.
This probably could be admissible in court. You know, I've had over the years, the 22 years that I've been doing this, where somebody got upset. And I got a letter about 10 years ago from an attorney and transcribed notes. And they quoted me. I was making fun of an alderman.
Okay.
And I thought they were fair game, and apparently this alderman didn't think so and sent me a cease and desist, which amounted to put more gas on the fire. I mean, if you're an alderman, I mean, your city, well, you take
Public official.
Public official. I mean, we didn't say anything, but I did get a letter and transcribed notes. So somebody must
sat down
and listened to this and transcribed it.
What did he say?
Somebody's got too much time on their hands.
Yeah. Do they get paid by the hour?
Billable hours there.
Yeah, that's right.
And, of course, after the 11 o'clock break, this week's Top 10 Thought-Provoking category, which is Captain Mike's Top 10 Ways to Inspire Kenosha. We were talking to the captain at the production meeting. He's getting ready. He goes down to Mexico. He's thinking of driving. And get this. He's thinking of taking a woman with him.
Does she know?
Well, yeah. She went to get a passport, I guess.
Is he Ubering?
Well, he wasn't last night.
Yeah.
But,
No.
You know, our fear is he gets down there and something goes astray. He's not coming back.
Well,
Right.
Yeah. So we feared.
I fear for the Mexican people. Come down there, he might become.
No, Scott, they had the big article in the paper today about that inspirational conference they had with the business leaders in town and everything like that.
Yeah,
out at the Journey Church and everything.
Yeah, I
didn't see Captain Mike on the list of speakers out there. So.
That's shocking. Why they wouldn't? That's that inspired me, and Captain Mike. The top 10 ways that Captain Mike can inspire. Yeah, he wasn't listed as a speaker, but I think he only charges about $10,000.
That's a travesty.
That's a travesty. Where's the public outcry? We're talking about humanity. Man, he's one of the greatest speakers of our time.
Yeah, he is. And people's always interested to hear.
And now, boys and girls, it's time to play Kenosha's fastest growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City and Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. And to be eligible, no one from your household could have won any contest in WIP within the last 60 days. We will now clear the phone lines, as you can see. I'm going to read the question, which is always a very sophisticated, intelligent, multiple-choice question. You get 3 somewhat intellectual answers to choose from, and after that you will hear the ding. And the first caller to correctly answer the question wins a Kenosha State $25 gift certificate to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, located at 4917 7th Avenue here in Kenosha. Open Monday through Friday at 11 a.m., featuring weekly lunch and dinner specials. And by the way, they are having the big Oktoberfest buffet. It's actually started last night and today. Oh, actually, that's next week.
Boy, you're
Friday and Saturday. I'm on my A game here today. The 19th. But the biggest problem. Oh, here's the question.
Okay.
This is when you're supposed to start playing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it.
Okay. What is the biggest problem with missing 4 field goals in a Packer game?
Ooh.
The biggest problem with missing 4 field goals in a Packer game. A, it will be a black mark on your resume when you apply to be a Kenosha trolley driver. B, you'll probably be traded to the Cleveland Browns. Or C, you would be a shoo-in to be the next director of Downtown Inc. First caller, 262-694-1050. What is the biggest problem with missing 4 field goals in a Packer game? A, it will be a black mark on your resume when you apply to be a Kenosha trolley driver. B, you'll probably be traded to the Cleveland Browns. Or C, you would be a shoo-in to be the next director of Downtown Inc. We have a caller.
Heck, the Browns won last week.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning. It's Lindy. How are you today?
Hey,
Oh,
Lindy.
lucky Lindy.
You remembered me.
Well, you keep texting me and sending me emails 3 or 4 a day.
Yeah, well, you forget. I have the flip phone, so I don't text. So,
Okay. Yeah.
not me. It's my alias then.
Well, how many
Doppelganger?
How many Lindys do we know that get lucky all the time?
I don't know. You have to ask my husband. Maybe he knows.
That. Okay, Lindy. Here's the.
Okay, give me the whole question then answers, please.
Okay. What is the biggest problem with missing 4 field goals in a Packer game? First of all, you a Packer fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm actually from northern Wisconsin. I'm from Wausau, so.
Okay, that's good.
Yep, I've actually been on that hallowed ground before, so.
Lindy, we don't care to hear your life history.
You're funny.
Yeah.
See, somebody finds you funny. Wow, there's amazing.
Well, she got $25 riding on this, right?
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
A, it will be a black mark on your resume when you apply to be a Kenosha trolley driver. B, you'll probably be traded to the Cleveland Browns. Or C, you would be a shoo-in to be the next director of Downtown Inc. Lindy.
I'm saying B, traded to the Cleveland Browns.
Let me check here and see if that's the correct answer. I got to go through.
And the judges say?
The judges say.
The judge's answer is?
Is the suspense killing you?
You guys haven't been having a hard morning with technical difficulties, haven't you? Oh, my land.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
And it's called Scott.
I wouldn't be making fun of it if you happen to get that. I'm the guy that sends you the $25 gift certificate.
I know. I appreciate the notes, by the way. The notes are fun.
Okay. Okay, you're a great winner here. B is the correct answer.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
All right, what do you think of the Brewers, not to change the subject?
That's exciting. It is. It just stinks that, well, at least tonight we can watch the game. I had to call my mom so I could listen to the game while I was asking for updates, because we don't have it here. So on our TV.
Well, it
so.
should have been on. It was on.
It's on FS1.
Fox.
If you don't have cable, you don't have it.
Oh, you don't have cable?
Yeah, we don't have cable.
Tonight will be on Fox, so you can watch it.
What do you have?
I saw that they were advertising it already last night.
Oh, today.
You got one of those little antennas with some tinfoil on? Tell your husband to get up and fix that thing a little bit.
So you're going to pick up cable.
Hey, those still work. Uh-huh. Those still work.
Sounds like your husband's a slacker. Do you do all the work in that household?
Nope. He works very hard. He does. So.
Jeez. Hey, by the way,
I'm a teacher, so it never ends.
By the way, Sweetest Day is coming up. I think that's next weekend.
Next week.
Next week. You going to take him out and buy him dinner?
Actually, I think I'll make him cook for me. So that's way more fun.
That sounds like a
Oh,
plan.
that sounds like a plan. Get a bottle of wine. Do you drink wine?
Yes, I prefer beer, being that I'm a German from Wisconsin. But yes, we do drink a little bit of wine.
Have him get you a case of beer.
Yeah.
Well, that's just
that would last us a very long time.
That's just for the first half.
The first half, yes. Uh-huh.
Do you wear something slinky and try to,
No. Nope, not after 21 years of marriage. Nah. Nope.
Does he wear something slinky?
You might have to ask him that question yourself.
Well,
only on the weekends.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, only on the weekends.
Well, Lindy, today you get to brag again because you've just been named the smartest person in Kenosha.
Yeah, that doesn't stay there for long. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it doesn't stay there for tomorrow. No. I forgot what you teach.
I'm a first grade teacher. I'm an elementary teacher.
Hey, we got something in common. I'm homeschooling some first graders.
Yeah, uh-huh. They wouldn't be the gentleman you work with, would it?
You talk about all my children, pretty much. Some of these guys, you know that old saying, no child left behind? Well,
NCOB.
Here's 4 good cases why a child should be left behind right here, sitting in this studio this morning.
Do we need to say they're poor teachers, or is it they're poor mothers? One of the two.
It was poor potty training, I think.
Oh, okay.
Potty training.
Those were your first graders, huh?
That's just sitting right here. Okay, Lindy, off the air. JumboJimtron.com is going to print very nicely. See on the bottom, I got a new thing on the bottom where you can put the address.
You're almost organized.
And then I'll send this out to you.
Exciting.
And exciting, isn't it?
Exciting.
And,
yes.
Well,
because it's legible then. Much easier to do.
Well, we've had some people. You've got a college degree, don't you, or high school? No, I'm talking.
In order to teach, yeah, I have a master's degree.
Do.
I'm talking to Jumbo Jim because he's the one that's got to print this.
No. No.
You have no
I don't
college?
have a college degree. I went to college. I went to Whitewater. I went to Whitewater for 7 years.
Oh man!
But my sisters both went there.
And how'd that work out? Were you on an athletic scholarship?
Well, I didn't go there.
He visited.
Oh, I visited for 7 years.
Yep.
But no, I never finished.
Well, Lindy, as always, you've been a delight. And if you get down, bring your husband along on a Friday around 3 o'clock, and we'll kick
If
it
I
around.
ever don't have a day of school, so
Well,
one of these summer days
I
we'll have
thought
to come
teachers.
down there.
Wait a minute. I thought
So-
teachers were off on Friday afternoons.
Yeah, no, not. I teach across the border. Remember? So I live here, teach across the border.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't have Friday afternoons off.
Like Ron
No.
says, where do you said cross the border in Tijuana?
Yes, in Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Well, Captain Mike will be down there right after the first of the year, so don't take none of his nonsense.
I call it crossing the cheddar curtain every day.
There
so.
you go.
Shattered curtain. Oh.
Uh-huh.
You've been saving up for your best material for this show. Thank you very much.
You just forget who I get to spend my days with. I have a plethora of those things, for real.
plethora.
So,
Plethora.
I need you on the show more.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
All right. Off the air, he's
I'm
going to get this, and we'll get it out.
I'll put you on hold, Lindy. Hang on.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right,
Have
thank
a
you,
great
dear.
day.
Thanks.
Gentlemen, she don't know us.
What's she talking about, gentlemen? Okay, Emil.
Anyway, Pete's Union Park.
You guys are great. That one time I ran into you guys at we were at
a phone call here?
at the bar on the side, south side of town. You guys were very good.
Thank you.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Well, I just wanted to call in before Captain Mike takes the murderess with him to Mexico. Thank you.
Thanks, Joyce.
What do you think of that?
we haven't called her by that name yet. So.
Well, okay, Lenny Squeeze. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, so,
You don't think it's a good idea in his best interest?
oh, I think it's wrong, 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 wrong.
But for what reason? Too much sex?
Well, when somebody just wants your money, sucks the life out of you, talks to him like he's poo-poo, I wouldn't want to put her in a car.
Okay.
And maybe under the car.
Well, when
Well, he should put her under the car, under
no,
the
no,
wheels.
well, maybe did you ever hear of the LOVE deal? Maybe he's in love.
I don't know.
Oh, well, okay. well,
Okay.
sometimes you don't have to pay for that, okay? So
Right.
Okay, we'll
it's
put you
all
down
just
as a no
free,
then.
Okay, it's all free. Okay, you boys have a good time, okay?
All right.
So-
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Joyce. Bye.
We're just trying to help the guy. All of a sudden the phone lines light up. A couple minutes left before we take our 11 o'clock break. Now, not a real good week for the stock market. They lost 1,300 points there for a couple days, and then they came back a little bit yesterday. But
Minor correction.
minor correction. But I like Elmo's philosophy in investing. He invests heavily in North Korean war bonds, and I think that's the coming thing.
Yep,
of the
that's
future.
it.
All right.
And then they had a picture of that guy. Where was it? Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Not to change countries here, but see,
The guy that disappeared went in.
Yeah.
Went in to get his papers so he could get his marriage license.
Yeah.
And never came back.
and they're blaming it on the Saudis because wasn't he a reporter?
Yep.
And it could have been the missus in there. Mm-hmm. She should have probably waited till after he came out with the marriage license. But that doesn't bode well for marriages in Saudi Arabia.
She waited for 11 hours for him to come out.
Well, that's the tip off right there.
And then they finally said, "Oh, he left 8 hours ago. He was only here for a
Yeah.
little while." So
He probably did with another woman. What a sly guy.
I
That's-
really don't think so.
No, those Saudis.
Anyway, the stock market, it'll come back a little bit, but you know what? It's probably a little overpriced as it is. So, and then of course the big news in Kenosha, the life rings in the kiosk were actually installed a couple of weeks ago, but we had Mickey Parise here last week, so we didn't get to this. But so they put this kiosk in there, and
just in time for winter.
yeah, right. So I think
Nobody jumps in the water. So,
If I need a polar plunge.
yep.
I got, let's see, this was on October 2nd. I got 2 more weeks in the pool, the strip card, they'll be gone. This one will be stolen within 30 days. But God love Alderman Bugdala. He put a $1,000 bounty on anybody that gets caught stealing that.
Do they have cameras down
There's no cameras. But I also mentioned this. There was so unfortunately 4 people died between that and the creek down there, and
The river. That's
in
that
the river,
one is
yeah.
the river. The creek is the one that empties into the harbor.
Oh, and I just would note out here that 130 drug-related deaths were reported in Kenosha last year. So what are we going to do? Put a kiosk around every crack house in town? I think that's a good idea.
It's more the heroin, but
well, drug-related heroin, whatever it is.
Fentanyl is the problem.
Yeah, and 80,000 people died of pneumonia. So I think we should
80,000
a year across the country.
across the country.
And so I think if we're going to put a kiosk to save more lives, we should put a kiosk around anybody that's given flu shots, just in case.
You know, Scott, I saw a article this week that picking your nose can give you pneumonia.
It's fun.
So just thought I'd better let you know about that. So you may want to curtail your activities a little bit there. So
I just picked my my back end a little bit. What is that going to kill me?
well, if picking your nose gives you pneumonia, I don't want to know what's the other thing it's going to give you. So.
Going back to the kiosk, I thought this was funny because in the same paper they had a picture of that fountain down right by City Hall.
Yeah,
Veterans Fountain. And some kids, as a prank, they filled it up full of bubble bath. And so you got this.
That's been done before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, here's right outside City Hall, and they didn't catch those pranksters. What if is there a fine of $1,000 if you get caught throwing bubble baths in
I have no idea.
in the fountain?
Well, it cleaned it out, didn't it? I mean,
well, there's a guy with an orange cap sitting here with a bathrobe on.
I know a group of 4 girls that did that one time. Fortunately, none of them live in Kenosha anymore.
Yeah, and the statute of limitations is probably
it was a long time ago.
70s and 80s. Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the big question of who put the alligator in Lake Michigan. They found it down in Waukegan.
We'll be addressing that in the Zingers.
Oh, we will? Okay. All right. Then I don't want to steal your thunder. And then when we come back, I love this. Out in Pleasant Prairie, they have a mother-in-law.
A mother-in-law?
The village in Pleasant Prairie, stepping to look at how families can live together more affordably. Merits of allowing for separate residence within single-family homes, the so-called mother-in-law. Now, we have instituted at Barter Manor the ex-wife lawsuit. Is that peace, or are you just giving me a two?
You're such a professional, Scott. You got 2 minutes.
Okay, got it.
I'm just going to say it out loud for now on.
What's the signal for 1 minute?
This one right here.
I knew that was
Their
coming.
finger right here.
Anyway, I have the ex-wife law. Now I lost my train of thought. And
You got 1 minute now.
All right, I'm not going to talk anymore.
Yeah.
Elmo, go ahead.
That's all it took?
That's all it took?
That's all it took? Just say you got 1 minute?
When we come back, we're going to have Captain Mike's top 10 ways to
Inspire Kenosha.
I should have thought that one if I'd known he was going to Mexico. Maybe Trump will build the wall and he won't let neither of them in.
You got 20 seconds.
All right, and then we get back the Supreme. Good morning, everybody. If you just joined us, this is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the October 13th pick-to-click edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. Broadcasting live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP on your radio dial. Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Taking serious journalism, as you can tell, to an all-time high, spanning the globe, reporting on national stories, state stories, local issues, and on occasion we might stretch things a bit and make something up.
Nah.
On occasion.
There's no fake news here.
No.
Not the news.
Joining us this morning, it was in all the papers this week, this year's recipient of the Corbell Peace Prize, my legal advisor, the Honorable Elmo Schneider, Esquire, is here.
Esquire.
I can't call me an Esquire. I'm not an Esquire. I just played a lawyer on TV. That's,
you know, why do they call lawyers Esquires? Why did they do that?
That came from England a long time ago. So that's,
Also with us, as he is each and every Saturday morning, every young snot-nosed little kid's role model, our video coordinator, Spider and Ronnie the Love Doctor, getting all jacked up for not Halloween. What's the Sweetest Day? Sweetest Day.
Oh,
Get your wife a new scale.
Crap ain't happening.
scale, vacuum cleaner.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Kate.
Good morning, Uncle Scotty.
Captain Mike.
Captain Mike. How are you doing there?
Oh, very good. We're getting ready to read your top 10.
Oh, hey. Well, in reference to that phone call you got earlier, so she don't want to go or what?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't want to go.
This caller, no. This caller is advising you not to take a woman.
What does she think she is?
Well, she's just a caller, a sincere, concerned citizen, as they say.
Yep.
Oh.
We didn't get her name, but she just was concerned that if you go down, take a woman to Mexico, nothing good's going to come out of this.
No.
I thought she was going, so she don't want to go with me. The girl they called.
No, she doesn't.
I'm just kidding. I know that. Just the way she was lambasting the person, I was just throwing it back at her, saying,
she wasn't lambasting her.
Well, a
little bit. So what did you decide? You taking this gal with you?
I don't know. I don't think so, but she wants to go down there to learn to practice the language, so she might come down there like for a short period of time. I'm going there for a long period of time. So
are you coming back?
I don't. Yeah, hopefully.
Well, do you want to stay on the line for this? Because this is Captain Mike's Top 10 Ways to Inspire Kenosha.
Oh.
You want to hear this?
Okay. Do you want me to say something?
You can hear it on the radio, too.
No, just listen for a bit and chime in when you want.
Well, yeah. I'll go real slow. And we don't have
Okay.
to. Do we want to play the music?
Sure, we
got to play the music.
All right, here it is.
Am I talking?
By the way,
Okay.
well, you can. This is written on in our home office at Amen Corner on the deck at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, where graders matter. This week's top 10 thought-provoking category. It's Captain Mike's Top 10 Ways to Inspire Kenosha. Number 10, impose a 10-drink minimum in all the bars. That's a good thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9, more hard-hitting Kenosha news articles on the lap dancing industry.
Absolutely.
That'll inspire me. Number 8, raise the minimum wage to $15 at all the adult bookstores. See, better service. Number 7, make his surrender the booty flag the city's official symbol. Number 6, settle all personal disputes with water balloons at 10 paces. Number 5, institute a mandatory 4-hour happy hour on the trolley. Number 4, replace flu shots with heavy doses of medical marijuana. Number 3, allow picking up roadkill free, a year-round event. And number 2, offering free Captain Mike boxer shorts to all the resident at Perverts World. And here's Captain Mike's number 1 way to inspire Kenosha. Only date women who are currently out on parole.
Now, hang on a second.
Somebody flattering comments here. Jeez, wow, man.
There's a lap dance industry in here, in town?
Well, that's why nobody knows about it. That's why he suggested it.
I thought they got rid of that back in the 70s.
Well, I've seen you and Irish Ruth all over you at Oktoberfest.
Right,
She was all over you, so we just want that to be reported.
Thanks a lot, man.
Okay.
Well, all right. Well, I don't know.
He's speechless.
I thought I was going to say, you can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club. I don't know.
All right, I'll see you at the conference.
Well, wait a minute. Okay. When life gives you a lemon, squirt someone in the eye. How about that dirigible, man?
Yeah, okay, the dirigible. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what's the difference between a politician and a Hindenburg?
I don't know.
One is a flaming gas bag full of hot air. The other is a dirigible. Flaming gas bag full of hot air. Okay,
well,
you guys.
You sound like you've been to college.
You want to hear there's a Frank Zappa thing here, man. Wait, the machine's going crazy. Oh, here, no, it's
Frank
gone.
Zappa.
Where's that? Frank Zappa, yeah, he's inspirational. Really. Wait. Oh, come on.
Enema Bandit.
You want to look it up and call me back?
I got it here, but it disappeared.
Well, it's taking too long.
I got another caller I got to take.
Oh, okay, you guys.
All right.
You take care of that.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye.
The infamous Captain Mike. Wow. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Hi, this is Donnie.
Donnie, what's up?
I just wanted my tuner in my radio has an upset stomach this morning. I can't get the program. I figure I just came back in the car. I just want to take a guess at the secret word, or has it been guessed already?
No,
go ahead.
Been guessed.
Okay, this is due to all the flap in the Kenosha news this week about, I guess, is going to be due to that, and because of that would be about the Houdini emails, the disappearing ones.
Disappearing emails, yeah.
Yeah, the Houdini emails, all the disappearing ones.
Go ahead.
Could the secret word be felonies?
No,
not correct.
But that's. Yeah, we were gonna talk about that, but there's nothing going on yet. Now, if you're talking
Nothing
about
yet,
the Frank Bassetti and
Well,
all
it's
that.
been
deal.
in the papers. It does say the word.
but
Nobody's charged. I get that. It's just that word keeps coming up in the newspaper.
Well, you know what? When this is now our district attorney Gravely had turned it over to and requested the attorney general, state attorney general.
Yeah, I
to
read
look
that.
in- And
I read that.
you know what? Like Elmo's the computer whiz here, and all of those emails are on somebody's
out there
server.
someplace.
They're someplace. Just ask Hillary Clinton how that deal works out. So,
I don't know her personally, so.
and if you did, you wouldn't admit to it, would you?
Yeah, okay. I just figured I'd take a guess. I didn't know how relevant it might be.
But anyway, as long as I got
Thanks for
you,
guessing.
we'll wait and see what the attorney general
Yeah, we
does.
will. I'm not. Oh, no, nobody's been accused. Well, I can't say. I guess the fingers have been pointed in certain directions, but not yet officially. I just figured I'd ask because it keeps coming up from the Racine.
It sells papers anyway. But
Yeah,
you know,
the
if you read the one article, it's almost a repeat of the second article, except for the opening paragraph. So
Yeah,
that's the best
I
they
didn't
can
know
do.
till the second one that report. I don't know who wrote it. Some sergeant had said was 60 pages long.
That was the guy in Racine.
Right.
Who wrote it?
Was
Okay,
a
they did the investigation.
He was
Okay.
a detective and wrote a 60-page report. But the problem is,
Wow.
he got in a little trouble and he's kind of tainted. He's not even. He's been on paid.
Right.
leave.
He's in trouble for
He stole-
evidence tampering or something.
Evidence
like
tampering. So.
Oh, geez. Where does it end? Where does it start? Where does it end?
Yeah,
that.
well,
I think that's why the Racine DA would not charge because they didn't. They would bring that up as far as the investigation went. So.
Okay, they could do. Okay,
But I do
Thank you. I did not know that. That's a very good point.
I do think.
It does put her back against the wall.
But I do think that our district attorney did the right and the proper thing, in my view.
Yeah, I
and,
agree.
And went to
Women.
the state, and he's not involved in there's anybody from Kenosha County, so it doesn't have any appearance of improprieties and that. So we'll see what the state attorney general's office does with this. And but those emails are out there someplace on somebody's server. So
Maybe some other planet. They've been maybe they've been sent a long ways away. Who knows? Well, hey, thank you for
All right.
replying.
All right,
Yeah.
Denny.
Hey,
Thanks
have
for
a
calling,
good
Don.
weekend.
Thanks, Danny.
And yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. But I think it was done properly. But you know what?
See what happens.
The state of Wisconsin's got some pretty smart technical guys, and they can find it pretty quick if they know what they're looking for. So
No, not necessarily quick, but you can find it eventually.
yeah, it's just because an email was deleted, it's there someplace.
Yeah.
And
They go through a lot of servers before they get from point A to point B.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank KRS Painting Corporation. Yeah, for those that
10 minutes.
Well, we had some technical problems.
We're
We
going
played the
on-
wrong music, and then
We're going an hour and 15 right now.
I had a breakdown.
Yeah, you did.
A little panic attack there.
A little panel attack, and I lost my voice. And
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway.
Are you better now, Scott? Is everything all right?
I'm all better.
All right. That's good.
And again, if you haven't said the secret word, or nobody's won
hey,
the
thanks
secret word.
for Don calling up and trying to get the secret
Early,
word.
yeah. We usually don't get them till the last half hour. So.
And of course, we heard Captain Mike, and we could play Stump the Chumps if anybody wants to call in and try to stump
why
the Chumps
not?
here.
Just about that time.
That's 11:18, and if you're successful in stumping the Chumps, you get the privilege and high honor of joining us as a guest host on an upcoming show. And
2 weeks. We got,
2 weeks is
Dick
and his wife.
and his wife are coming in.
And next week we're going to be addressing Sweetest
Sweetest Day.
and we'll give her a chance.
In 2 weeks, that's when they're going to be here.
He's
So
going to the choir.
we have the German choir singing competition that day, so I will be out of town participating in that.
So if you hit me with your best shot, or we'll take a phone call here.
All right, well, let's take the phone call first.
Okay. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Hello, I'd like to take a guess at secret word.
Ooh,
Go right ahead.
all
Who's this? Who's this?
It's Colleen from Pleasant Prairie.
Colleen from Pleasant Prairie. All right, go ahead. Give me your best shot.
I think the word is challenge.
Ooh.
No, you're describing my my mental state. I am challenged, but that's not
Challenged,
the correct word, but
Hey, thanks for trying.
what's going on out in Pleasant Prairie these days, other than that village?
Nothing too much, but the sun is shining. It's
Yeah, it
cold,
is.
but not bad.
You have a little frost on the. My backyard was frost this morning.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, well, we're getting to that time of the year, and it's better than 6 inches of snow.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So,
all right.
Well, anyway, Colleen, thank you for calling.
I heard they had
Okay.
Thanks, Colleen.
a couple inches of snow down in Pontiac, Illinois yesterday. So
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. So let's do this.
Well, we're still playing what?
Whatever we're doing.
Oh, hit me with your best shot. Boy, that's a blend. That's the way to blend and hype the show. Perfect. 262-694-1050. If you have a trivia question and you, or a song title or something doing with a song, give us a call.
Yeah.
And the chumps are myself and Elmo and Spider Ron.
Yeah, we're not dumb.
I'm smart. Not like everybody says.
Boy, you got these people fooled.
Dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Yeah, Fredo.
Hey.
Did you see this
Go
story?
fishing with Fredo.
Lighten up, Francis.
Lighten up, Francis. Yeah. A guy in Racine is charged with 2 counts of polygamy when it was discovered that he was married to a gal in California at the same time he was married to this guy, lady in Racine. So here's my suggestion to the judge. Anybody who's goofy enough to be married to 2 women at the same time, he should just be sentenced to time served. Or better yet, as a further penalty, yeah, he should just be, the guy should be forced to stay married to both of them for the next 5 years. And that sends a
how about guilty but mentally ill?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, castration's illegal in the state of Wisconsin, isn't it?
No.
No.
Oh, it isn't?
Not,
Nope.
not on humans.
It's legal?
No.
No.
Oh, it's not legal. Oh, okay. I didn't think it was.
We'll be bringing that topic up for Sweetest Day.
Let's see, what were we talking about? Columbus Day was last Monday. You know, there was an article in the paper. He was not a very nice guy, apparently.
Yeah.
They got documents from 1495. That was my senior year, I think.
Yeah.
And
was that in his blog?
In his blog, yeah. I mean, he was killing people and parading
That's what they did back then.
girls, native girls around naked, and
Yeah, that's what they did back then.
Kind of the way the world was. You know,
Well, you spend all those hours and days and months on a
on a
ship.
ship. Yep.
And they're going to go a little wacky crazy. Are we playing Stump the Chump?
yeah. If anybody wants to call us, 262-694-1050.
What do they win?
They get to come in here
Come in the studio.
and be a guest on
No,
our show.
but what's the prize?
You're not.
No wonder nobody called.
Well, Dick did.
Be a
He
special
won
guest here.
one
Yeah.
other time and came in here.
He came in. He's been in once before.
262-694-1050, folks.
That didn't help us.
Stump the Chump. It's an 8-second delay, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Was Chris Columbus a Democrat or Republican, you know?
He's an Italian.
Italian. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
See? You took the magic words. Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning. Could you please tell me when I can record it for tomorrow so that I can see it rather than hear it?
Oh, it'll be on TV.
It'll be on
Tuesday
TV.
nights.
You get cable?
We do.
Okay, Channel 14,
Channel 14,
Tuesdays at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
and Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
You're not on Sunday anymore?
No, it's just on the radio on Sunday from noon to 2.
Okay, so tell me that again.
Okay, Sunday tomorrow, it'll
Yes.
be on WIP, the replay of this,
Yes.
with all its perfections.
Yes,
Noon to
good.
2.
Noon to 2.
And then
okay.
on Channel 14, Spectrum, Tuesdays at 5 p.m. and Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And
for
I have another question. Why would you want to listen to this?
Well, you guys do a great job. I truly enjoy listening to it. It makes me laugh.
Well, good.
And that's what we need in life.
Yes,
And
we do.
what is your first name?
My name is Patricia.
Patricia. Well, you sound like a very innocent gal.
You'll really like the first 10 or 15
Yeah,
minutes.
I had a
Scott's
little
freaking
hacking
out.
problem and
No,
coughing.
no. The
We'll
headphone
see if we
problem.
can edit that part out.
Oh, no. Play it.
No, not
And just put
You're going to play it. All our
farm
perfections.
animal sounds.
And I love the fact that you have Jim Sullivan on.
Oh, geez.
my.
Patricia, you were doing so well.
Hi, Patricia. How are you?
Hi. I know Jim because of my son Mark.
Yeah, Mark and Sandy and Susan, and of course, Tony. How's Tony doing?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know it.
Oh wow, you know my family. Wow.
I sure do.
He knows where you live.
Over there on the north side of Kenosha.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
So do you want to
North
play Stump the Chumps, Patricia? Do you have a trivia question?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
I've got one. We'll just play for fun. Who was the last guest on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show?
Gosh.
There were 2 guests. The last one. Actually, the last 2. They were on his last in May of '92, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a little older, and my memory isn't always there.
Welcome
so
to my world, Patricia.
No, you're a lot younger than I am, but I'm sorry, I don't think I would know.
And you guys know?
I think Bette Midler.
Bette Midler was the last one. She sang the song, and Robin Williams was on.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert.
And okay, I'll give you one more shot here.
Okay.
Who was the very first guest on the Tonight Show when he started?
In '62.
In '62, his very first guest.
Now you're really going back.
Who holds the record for most guests?
I'm going to get to that.
Oh, okay.
It was Groucho Marx.
Groucho Marx. I was going to
Was
say
the very
Jack Benny.
first. And who holds the record for the most guest appearances?
Oh, gosh.
It's kind of unbelievable, but he does. But it's Bob Euchre.
Yeah, rather
Bob
topical.
Euchre. You know, I just heard that on the radio the other day. You're absolutely right. Yes.
Oh, I thought he had about 137, I think.
Oh, my gosh. And we're so lucky that he's in our life. It was a wonderful
Yeah.
game last night.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
You've been a devoted Brewer fan like me?
Absolutely. My father was with the Cubs, and I still like the Cubs. But when they're playing the Brewers, it's the Brewers.
Yeah.
There you go, Patricia.
Well, I'm wearing my Brewer shirt today and
Very
my
good.
old Milwaukee Braves hat.
Very good.
So I
No,
Very
your
good.
old Milwaukee hat. Okay, that's
my old, well, it's
You
a
guys-
Braves hat.
You're all doing a wonderful job. So
Okay,
keep it up.
Patricia.
Everyone stay healthy.
All right, Patricia,
Okay,
take
thank
care
you.
now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
She tells me to stay healthy after, but wheezing and coughing and hacking.
now. Does that qualify as a Stump the Trumps question?
No, we'll still play if somebody.
When
I
is
was-
this show on television?
Why?
No, when?
Oh,
That's what she asked. When is it on TV?
Oh,
That's Stump the
okay.
Trump. Your mental state, it's amazing. You can even remember that.
The bigger question is, why is it on TV? Well, if somebody wants it, 262-694-1050. We're going to have to take another break. And we
In
talked
little
about
whiles.
polygamy. I can talk about, let me read the Boathouse promo to our community.
Bimbo.
And I was supposed to, I was
Keeping us in bread.
keeping us in bread. I got to give a shout out to my 2 favorite tree trimmers from the city. And I don't want to say their names, but they were trimming all the trees in the parkway in my subdivision by instructions of my wonderful Alderman Rocco Lamacchia, who's doing a very fine job, I might add.
Yeah.
And so the one guy says he listens to this. So
Wow.
I think all those city tree trimmers should get at least a $50,000 raise. Trimming my tree was very instrumental in
Okay.
keeping the parkway clean. We got one more call here.
Sure.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Hey, Scott.
Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
How's it going?
Well, how's it going? Do you ever pass that stone yet?
Well, here's the deal. I had an X-ray Thursday, and the doctor did not see any evidence of the remainder of the stone, but he wants me to get a CAT scan to confirm it for a clearer view of the situation.
Now, there's a doctor that seems to know what he's doing. Take a CAT scan, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, who'd have thought of that?
I wish you would have done that first, and I could have just avoided the X-ray.
Yeah, extra trip.
So, and the money, probably. You know, that's how they run up your bill. So you're
yeah.
feeling pretty good, though, right?
Yeah, I won't be going on any shopping excursions.
Oh, yeah, like last week, yeah.
You're not going to Johnson
What
Creek?
a line that was. Yeah, I'm going to Johnson Creek shopping, and we knew all along that was a scam. The missus trying to tell us the missus is taking you to a shopping thing in Johnson
He's probably
Creek.
meeting some hussy in the parking lot.
Yeah. Trying to pass the stone, baby. She was romancing the stone, no doubt, right? Hey.
Oh. Hey, I just wanted to. Are you guys having a remote for Veterans Day
Yes.
this year?
Yes, as long as you brought it up. Saturday, November 10th from 10 to 12 down in the American Legion below and 58 below is the
58 below.
Yeah, same
Is
place
it
as we
true
had
that-
it last year.
Is it true that you're having a guest singer start the production with the?
She's going to be in.
national anthem?
She's going to be in Mexico with the captain. Unfortunately, that week. That was the. She sang
Does she know the Mexican national anthem?
Yeah,
probably.
Gal gets up and sings the national anthem. I shouldn't say who it was, probably, but she wanted to do it on the air, and of course we didn't let her do that. And we had all her stuff ready to go, and she gets up and she was looking like kind of a rough version of the Liberty of Statue of Liberty, and she starts singing. She misses one of the choruses, and she might have been a little off key. And when she's done, of course, Captain, God love him, he goes, "Play ball." So anyway, yeah, we're going to be there.
Well, she's got a big following dressed as the Statue of Liberty. Every time you're around tax time, you see a lot of people who try to imitate her standing on corners and stuff.
You've been working on that some material for the whole week, huh, haven't you?
Hey, did you hear that new song out by Hank Williams about if you take a knee, take a hike?
No.
Yeah, look it up on Google or YouTube. It's on YouTube, I think. He just wrote it. It's about the NFL situation. If you take a knee, take a hike. That's the name of the song.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll see if our crack engineer can. He has trouble spelling Google, but we'll see if we can find that. But what do you next week is Sweetest Day, so you're gonna.
I know it's my anniversary too. We were married on Sweetest Day.
What were you thinking? Do you buy double gifts?
Well, he gets reminders on TV all the time.
Oh,
remember
sure.
Sweetest Day, so he doesn't ever, he can't forget his anniversary.
Is that how you honestly remember your anniversary?
Not how I remember it, but I mean, it was a coincidence that it happened to be that day.
That's poor planning on your part. That's all I can tell you. It's just very poor planning. All right. Well, is the what's her name around there, or is she out at Johnson Creek this morning?
Actually, she went to work out at the club. She's bone on bone. In serious note, with her hip, she's going to get a hip replacement. She's got hip replacement surgery.
Well, I wish you luck on passing the stone.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got she's got a good hip doctor, and he's really hip too. He knows all the latest songs.
Okay. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here, and we get back. Did you find that?
I found it. Let's make sure it's
we'll check it out.
Arable.
Yeah, you don't. There's no bleep outs in it. I don't think.
Well,
yeah, you don't think.
I don't think so. Good thing we got a long break so I can listen to it.
Yeah, this is the same guy that takes his
those are
wife
the
shopping.
three words I use most in my vocabulary. I don't think.
I thought it was yes, ma'am, yes, dear. That's what you do.
All right.
Happy wife,
she's got
happy
your
life.
chain. She pulls you around like a little puppy.
No. We've got an equal partnership.
Yeah, sure. She's got 100 and you got zilch. All right, Dennis, thanks.
All right,
bye. All right, we'll come back after this and we'll preview this thing. Get out. Down the home stretch on the Kenosha Today trolley ride this morning. If you just joined us, this is the October 13th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, broadcasting live to over 1.4 million people residing in the WIP listening area. Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Our cast of characters this morning, Elmo Schneider, and from the galaxy called Spider Dome, the Love Doctor, who has shaken the name Cabana Boy.
Yeah.
Spider Ronnie is here, and along with our engineer, board operator, Jumbo JimTronMan.com.
Piloting the Kenosha Today Zeppelin.
That's me.
We had a request from Patricia, who called in, and she wanted to know. Apparently, she was a little nervous.
She was a little nervous. Her
But
daughter
that's okay.
her daughter just messaged
I mean,
me and said
this
she was.
studio can be very intimidating.
Right.
I mean, with all the duct tape. and
sometimes we
tinfoil.
take it for granted being on the radio that we're just on the radio doing whatever. Then
Basically nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But the people have never been who are calling in. It's a whole different world for a lot of people. You know,
I know.
They get really.
I mean,
nervous.
if you want to see duct tape and tinfoil, come into this place. It's just basically like a closet without the clothes.
Basically.
Anyway, Patricia, if you tune in on Channel 14, Spectrum, Tuesdays at 5 p.m., Wednesdays at 6, and if you pay attention to the very front, Spider's going to give you a little shout-out, as we do from time to time. And let's see, again, we are here every Saturday morning from 10 to noon.
Should we give him a clue for the secret word?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a type of dream.
Jesus God almighty, why don't you just tell them?
Oh, you don't know that.
There's a lot of different dreams.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, but I can always sense where this is going to go.
Wow.
Did we play the disclaimer? Did that come through in the beginning?
It went. Yes, it did.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure.
Thank God it did. It should be played more. After every break.
Let's do high five zingers and doofuses.
Okay.
And then we'll come back because we did find Hank Williams.
We sure did,
song,
Junior.
Take a knee and take a hike. We'll come back to that, but it's time for this week's special editorial segment, High Five Zingers and Doofuses. This morning's headliner is As the Blimp turns like the sands in the hourglass in the days of our lives. But first, let's take a phone call.
Yeah, all right.
This is nonsense. We can
You
wait.
know who this is?
It's Patricia again.
No. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
I have the dream answer.
Now, please be kind to me. Okay, go ahead, Gungo.
Pleasant.
Boy.
Wow.
Fool, you didn't
Good
die.
guess.
Good guess. But technically, you're wrong, Gungo.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Boy, is he still on the air? I guess not.
No.
All right.
All right.
Boy, we dodged the bullet there, Elmo.
Yep.
Guess what Gungo calls in, with that here.
Yeah, my finger's on the dump button all the time when he calls.
This week's high. We got another call? Okay, let's.
All right.
All right. Good morning. You're in Kenosha today. Who's this?
Hello. You're on the air.
Hello. Well, if it's not a pleasant dream, how about a nightmare?
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
By the way, who is this?
This is
What's
Harry.
your first?
Describing this show?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Yeah, right. Well, those what I think. Yes.
What's your?
This is Jeff from Racine.
Oh, Jeff from Racine.
Jeff.
Okay. You know what, Jeff? That's a very good answer.
Unfortunately, it's not correct.
Unfortunately, it's not the correct answer, but
Well, thanks for trying. Thanks for trying, Jeff.
All right.
all right. Go Brewers. Anyway, this week's high five goes to my beloved Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
Their 12th straight game last night, defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers 6-5. Having been a devoted Brewer fan since the day they beat the Cubs in the wild card game, only proves that if you stay behind your team through thick and thin, good times will prevail. They can run the table, as they say, and go all the way. Well, folks, they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else. Do you believe in miracles? Let's before we get to that, let's take these. We got two calls.
All right, here we go.
And then we'll get
Guess
to.
the word.
All right.
That's all right.
Here we go.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Yes, this is Dick. Can I take a guess at the dream?
You're already coming in, Dick. What the heck?
Go ahead, Dick.
Oh, I had a nightmare where I was all wet, and I remember it vividly.
All right. No, that's wrong.
Dick, I got to call you this
That's
week.
wrong. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Elmo, you're responsible for this.
All right.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
It's Iris Ruth. Good morning. And nothing is brewing, but the secret word is dream catcher.
Oh.
Dream what?
Dream catcher.
Dream catcher?
That is incorrect.
This is the first time you're wrong, Irish Ruth, but then that's been the first time you've been wrong all
Oh,
week.
no, the Indians were right. They're right. You're wrong.
Oh, sure. Your
Bye.
group go out there with Libby and Custer and give my haircut. And what's up with that?
She's gone.
I know nothing.
Oh, okay. All right, we're getting Elmo's zinger here. So here he goes.
This week's zinger goes to the Illinois Animal Control Stasi for capturing the poor alligator in Waukegan Harbor that was only desperately trying to escape the high taxes, corruption, and violence of Chicago and make it to Wisconsin. Just like the illegal alien MS-13 gang members coming to the United States from Central America, the alligator was only coming to Wisconsin to find gainful employment and support his family. In fact, the gator had only been offered seasonal employment patrolling the moat surrounding Barter Manor, keeping the snot-nosed little brats away on Halloween. Instead, he's been captured and transferred to a country club animal detention facility in Lake Forest, not far from Hallis Hall. By the way, isn't Hallis Hall also a country club animal detention facility? Anyway, the gator will probably end up as an entree in some upscale restaurant in Lake County. And if you haven't tasted alligator before, take it from me, it tastes like chicken.
Go, Elmo. Go, Elmo.
Good
Go,
job,
Elmo.
man. I like that.
This week's doofus. You had to know this was coming. It only goes to be a matter of time. The doofus goes to the city of Kenosha. And I know this is just shocking to you guys, that for parking a garbage truck the entire summer down at the museum and letting it leak oil into a storm sewer. And for this we say, poppycock. According to the article in the Kenosha News, this was done to support the harbor market. Well, I support that endeavor. It was my understanding that the harbor market was supposed to be self-sustaining and no tax dollars were going to their aid. And so now we have dead grass and oil leaking into the storm sewer. And so my suggestion is that we put a kiosk down there just in case some little sewer rat starts to drown in an oil slick. And if they will be able to fine any little rodent $1,000 if they get caught swimming in one of our very fine underwater tunnels. And there you have it, folks. As the blimp turns. For this Saturday, October 13th, 2018, I'm Scotty Barter, and I approve this message. Spider, you all right there?
He's falling asleep. Okay.
Tough night last night? We did find this. Now, so you know, I don't want anybody calling. We're only going to play maybe 30 seconds of this.
Yeah.
It's Hank Williams Jr., Take a Knee, Take a Hike, because the last time we played a short segment of a
song,
Kate Smith song, we got a phone call from a lady very irate.
We got hate calls.
Chastised because we only took the best song and only played 30 seconds of it.
Right, well,
that's
God Bless America.
That's not the Kate Smith request line, but here it is, Take a Knee, Take a Hike.
Our liberty. So if you're gonna take a knee, take a hike.
How about it? Thank you, Dennis
Jr. Yeah.
He just come out with that apparently, right?
Yeah, that's brand new.
Is that? Do they play that on Monday Night Football?
No,
I doubt that they're doing that.
He does. You know, the theme from Monday Night Football. Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
he wrote.
They took that off.
Yeah,
It got replaced.
He got replaced by Carrie Underwood, which I don't blame her one bit. She's got better legs. But he still has that tune. That's still his.
What is an impressionable young guy like you looking at Carrie Underwood? Didn't she just have a baby?
Yeah.
She's had a couple of.
Yeah, she's on her second one, I think.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, so when she gets pregnant,
she gets pregnant.
They know what causes that.
She married a hockey player.
Yeah.
He shoots. He scores.
he slipped a couple past the goalie.
You guys, we're doing so well. We got about 12 minutes. You gotta read this from Pete's Place.
Pete's Place. Technology class.
Ooh,
karaoke. Did you guys get it?
Hard to believe that
karaoke.
that scam show that you used to have. Tradio's not on the air anymore.
If anybody would like to sponsor it, I'll bring it back.
But weren't you in this time slot?
I was in every time slot.
What does that tell you?
He filled it.
John Perry's a programming genius.
Let's movie here. Let's movie there. We'll cut you down to an hour. Okay.
Hall of Fame rock and roll class of 2019 came out this week. Who's up for Def Leppard, Devo, Janet Jackson, John Prine, Kraftwerk, LL Cool, MC5, Radiohead, Rage, Against the Machine, Roxy, Stevie Nicks. How many did they pick? Do you know?
I think it all goes by votes. Could be 5.
Top 3 or
could
top
be
5?
3. Yeah. I don't know.
You know, our group, Billy Goat and the Four Milkers, we didn't get nominated again this year.
Well,
I think they did away with the category shows that suck, groups that suck big time.
Yeah.
So
well,
we're pretty much
groups nobody heard of.
Heard of. Yeah. Nobody wants to try to take a stump the chumps. 262-694-1050. You got 5 minutes left if you want to try to guess today's secret word. And Elmo, you want to give that hint again?
This is a type of dream.
It's a type of dream.
Well, if Gunga didn't get us in any trouble, I'm pretty safe that time will run out on this.
Yeah,
You see, the Mormons now going to spend less time on church. Since 1980, Mormons have been required to spend 3 hours at church to be considered active members of the faith, and I guess they're going to cut it down to just 2 hours instead of the 3. Now, I think they got this, that's kind of weak, only spending 2 hours at your church of worship because we go to Our Lady of the Long Islands on a Sunday afternoon. Yep. We're there 3 and 4. So you talk about somebody that's dedicated.
We're devoted
to our religion.
Did you see they also changed the name of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir?
What's it? Yeah,
it's now the Tabernacle Choir from Salt Lake City. So they dropped the Mormon off of there.
Wonder why they did that.
I don't know.
Well, if anybody's, remember he's the head Mormon calling in now.
Could be a chump a stump.
Okay.
Chump the stump.
Chump a stump.
We started slow and we ending up on a. All right. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Morning. Is Bunny Chen said that secret word a wet dream?
No,
it's not.
No,
it's
that's
not.
already been guessed. So.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
No.
I knew that was going to.
Oh, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amo.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Yeah.
I guess there's really nothing racy about that. It happens.
It's
not to me anymore.
Moving along.
Not this week. Not this week.
Moving along.
Where were we? On the Lady of the Long Islands. And we tried to get into this a little earlier, but I guess we didn't. Look at the phones light up.
It's like a Christmas tree.
Good morning on Kenosha today.
Can I push the button first?
All right, good.
All right, here we go.
Good morning on Kenosha today.
Yeah, I got that word.
Who's this, first of all?
This is Bill from Kenosha.
Bill?
Bill?
Yep.
Okay, what do you think?
What?
You know, people, you all gotta start listening.
What a bunch of
y'all
perverts.
gotta start listening. Okay, here's the next person here, and it's not what you think. All right.
Good morning.
Ghostly dream. Ghostly dream.
Oh.
Ghostly. You know, who is this, by the way?
Virginia.
Virginia. That's a call here all the time.
That's a great guess, Virginia. I like that answer.
I wish.
Fortunately, it's not correct.
Yeah, I wish it was the right answer, but.
Are you a big Brewer fan there, Virginia?
Oh, yes.
Yay. Kind of like me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's probably been a Brewer fan longer, maybe a month.
Maybe a month. Well, Virginia, I'm sorry about the start of the show because we had some